Hey YouTubers, WYZIWYG 101 here. I just wanted to take a moment to talk to you about voting. I know it's something that's so simple it's not even funny. But every 4 years we vote a new president in. Every 2 years we vote new congressmen and senators and whatnot in also. But not everybody votes. And I'd like to take this time to encourage you to vote. It doesn't matter if you're a Libertarian, Democrat, Republican, um, whatever. If you want to vote for Bugs Bunny, which I think would be a waste of your time and efforts and a waste to the electoral process, but whatever, just get out and vote. I wanted to talk about some close elections and see what you think. The year was 1960. John F. Kennedy was going up against Richard Milhous Nixon. The final vote tally was in JFK's favor, of course, with 34,220,964 votes. Richard Nixon's tally was 34,108,157 votes. The difference between that election, what made it happen, what didn't, 112,827 votes. When you consider how many people there are here in the United States currently, with over 314 million people, just imagine if just 112,000 people plus had gone out and voted. It could have changed history that year. How about the year 2000? George W. Bush, Al Gore, head to head. The final tally was, and this is going to be kind of funky, George W. Bush got 50,456,002 votes. Al Gore got 50,999,897 votes. Now this vote was decided by the Electoral College. George Bush got 271. Al Gore got 266. Now we all know that there was a controversy that year. A lot of people suggest that Al Gore was stolen from in the state of Florida. Give or take. However, the Al Gore campaign people asked the state of Florida to do a recount, at which time they decided that George W. Bush actually got 271 more votes to clinch it. There's further controversy in that if the Al Gore campaign had asked for a full statewide count, Al Gore would have won by 100 votes, and therefore he would have gotten the extra 25 electoral votes, and he would have won that election handily. Close, but handily. So I'm just letting you know this to show you just how close some of these things can be. Currently, there are 314,261,000, and when I checked, 271 people living here in the United States. Now, when I did a Control R and refreshed my browser, that had gone up to 273. So 2 people were born in about 3-second time. The last election, 131.3 million people turned out to vote. That's it. So a third of our population turned out to vote in one of the most important presidential elections to date. You know, a lot of times I get into some quasi-arguments, talks, whatever, with friends of mine about our current political situation, about the direction our country's headed in. Things like that. And I always ask, well, did you vote? And if they say yes, then I might continue the argument one way or the other. If they say no, then I tend to just kind of walk away at that point. Because in my book, if you didn't take the time and effort to try and make a change in what's going on around you, then your opinion is worthless to me. Quite frankly, I don't care if you're the most educated person on the planet. If you didn't take the time and effort to try and make a change, I don't really care about hearing from you. So that's my take on it, give or take. So I'd like to once again encourage you to get out and vote, to pick a candidate that meets your needs, whether it's Republican, Democrat, Libertarian, whatever. I want to ask you a question. I want to challenge you. Will you be a factor that helps shape our country's destiny and leadership? Anyways, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Stay safe and shoot straight.